I am back and with some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're on 102, and we're going to continue on with the Let's Play. Sorry. And yeah, I don't know. I think we're slowly pushing through the last few sections of the whole map. I think that's where we got to. We're down here in Malice. And yeah, we'll just start question marking and working our way up through this area and through here. Trying to avoid the main story. And yeah, I kind of got a bit spoilt with, you know, the crossover story. Apparently, this Kassandra story, you don't meet, what's the name in, what's the assassin's name? You don't meet Valhalla's character in this. Apparently Kassandra goes to Egypt or something. So there is a bit of a crossover with Origin, so if that's the case, it'll make it even more worth playing Origins and then going to Valhalla. Because I was always thinking it was kind of weird that she'd go from this to Valhalla when technically Origins is after this, so you think she'd go from here to Origins then Valhalla. But so if that's the case, that makes a bit more sense. And apparently they've done an update for Origins, and people are saying that they might add, well, they're speculating that they might add a crossover story with Bayek, which would be really nice, because it would be nice to see Bayek again. I don't know whether he would like, oh, hang on. What's that? Oh yeah, I'll deselect that because that's gonna distract me. Right, I'm gonna go back on myself, shit. I'm right past where I was gonna go. But last time we did some DLC one-off missions that they added after the release. We finished off the Socrates mission, I think we did. It was either last episode or the episode before. And they were, well, some of the missions that they added after release were alright. They weren't all completely terrible. What is this place? Go up there. Yeah, this is just the Daughters of Artemis. No! Fuck, I didn't mean to press. Oh god damn it. That's made things worse. I didn't mean to do that, guys, sorry. I didn't mean to knock her out. God damn it. Where's that chest? I selected it, didn't I? Why is that? Very nice. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this crossover thing is like for this game. Because I had a feeling like it would be weird to meet with Eivor, is it? Yeah, Eivor, that's it. It would have been weird to meet Eivor in this because I haven't picked a gender for Valhalla, you know? Whereas it would make sense if you had Valhalla, you had... I don't know if, like, say you were Alexios. I wonder if... They must have to work between the both. It can't just be Kassandra, right? Because some people would go with Alexios for this, right? I've never played the Alexios version for the Origins, so would Alexios be... Is it Kassandra always going to end up the chosen one, you could say, where she lives forever? Or does it switch between Alexios and Kassandra? Because say you are someone that did play with Alexios and you prefer that character, and then for some reason it switches to Kassandra's story, that's a bit thing. I suppose if you don't meet, I wonder how it works. I might have to look up, like, when you do that meeting, can you have Alexios meet male Eivor? Or is it just the two female encounters, which is a bit strange if that's the case. The whole point of that makes Assassin's Creed Origins and Valhalla really good is you get a bit of choice with who you want to play as. But I don't know, I guess as if this is the story where we don't see Eivor, maybe it's just hinting at the crossover.
No! Shit!
Then it probably will work better when you do play Valhalla, but then what if you play Valhalla first and then you come back to this? Like, how does the crossover work? I guess if the game's... If you play Valhalla, I guess it's just default for Kassandra. And then when you go to play Origins, it's just Kassandra's. Like, you just take it from the perspective of Kassandra then, wouldn't you? You'd be more inclined to say, oh, it's Kassandra's story over Alexios, so... Yeah, I guess it's that sort of thing.
Yeah. I need some backup.
Leader. It would be nice if they knocked each other out. That guy would have knocked that guy out. Do like friendly fire damage to each other? Or you could like dodge perfectly and you'd just hit his friend. That'd be really cool. Well, it might do that, but it's not really noticeable. But I'm more interested in this crossover now that I've somewhat been told that it does cross with Origins, because like, I was going to go from this to Origins to Valhalla, because like, okay, if the crossover is more about Valhalla, then I might as well just get Valhalla and leave Origins. But now I'm more inclined to just take my time with Origins instead of what I was going to do is I might still do New Game Plus. I think I might still do New Game Plus for that. Just because I think it... I think at least it'll make the experience a bit quicker. Then I won't have to do the grinding so much. But then when we do Valhalla, then will be more of a basic playthrough from the beginning, grinding. I still might take it slow, you know, like going from place to place, but yeah, I'm excited to do that. And I know what, any excuse to do more series on anything is good. And then maybe when we do Valhalla, maybe we'll go to, I don't know, if people want to see the Ezio games or something, maybe I'll play through them again. Or, I don't know how I got that.
Into cover! I know where the archer is!
But we're still nowhere near done with this game though. Because I'm not going to be doing that crossover story until we've done all the DLCs and
What do you see that way? I said ears open. This one is cunning. No one here.
the only thing is I haven't got the DLCs for Origins, so we probably won't be doing that, so that will make that playthrough shorter. Oh. Ah. Oh, is that my bird doing damage to him? I didn't realise the bird did damage. I thought he just distracted.
You fight like a drunken goat. Found her.
Probably was like Mike Myers then, just chasing after him. Adrenaline. Right. Now, shall we go? If we could get across there, we could go there, and then up. Yeah. There's a fort there. So we'll be doing that today. The mess we made. Naughty. So naughty. Look how good that looks. Oh. Love that. I feel like even though she's got not much armor on, I'd still think this would be really hard to swim in. Practically like tying like a cinder block to your legs and being just dragged down, right? I suppose Kassandra is a strong woman. And people are saying like all these crossovers are leading into the Assassins Creed Infinity game, like the new game that's going to come out, I assume this year. So maybe Kassandra will be coming back in Infinity. Maybe it's going to be like a MMO. Like I think it might be like a online thing. So I was kind of thinking it would be cool to make your own assassin and maybe have it like a Grand Theft Auto Online sort of thing where your assassin doesn't really speak. Or if it does, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like, it'd be better if your character didn't speak. Where's he come from? Oh. Get in your room, mate. Ah, stop. Adventure. Pretty good money there. Right. Wonder how much I've leveled up. Like, even though that I've been 99. Well, we've reached 99 during this playthrough, and then we've leveled up afterwards. But I wonder how many levels we've done so far. You know. Because it'd be interesting. Like, say I did play this basically, like from the beginning. Say I played this from level 1, like how many levels would I've got by now if I did play like this? Because when I did my first playthrough like this, I never played like this, where I went from place to place, because really the game doesn't, like, when you first play through the game, you've kind of got to follow the game's rules in a way. Like, all the areas have levels, don't they? So you're like, oh, I can't go here yet because I'm not the right level. Because if I do, I'm going to just get wrecked. And that's the sort of thing that I'm not a fan of. I feel like Assassin's Creed would be better if it, like, when it's like this, where it's like New Game Plus. Like, sure, not with all the abilities from the get-go, because you want to build up. But I would want the, I do want the idea of, like, no matter where I go, I'm going to experience the same challenge. I know that's kind of weird, but I don't want to not be able to go to a location because they are stronger than me, even though they're the same exact enemies. Like that sort of thing. I want a bit of somewhat believability with it. But yeah, I'd rather have like this system in the New Game Plus where I can just go across the map if I wanted and not be too discouraged by it. Like, there are moments in this game where I've had a bit of difficulty. And there's still always the difficulty with Mercenaries. Like, maybe, in a way, I feel like maybe you shouldn't be able to pay off the bounties. Maybe that would have been a better way where you had to go and find them. But to be honest, if that was the case, I'd just be going after them all the time, hunting down the guys to pay off the bounty. But yeah, I want this Skyrim sort of thing, even though they had a somewhat of a element like this, where like, sure, you're not going to be fighting a dragon at this stage, but that's your choice. You could fight it and win if you're smart enough, but you might think, oh, I'm going to level up a little bit, get a bit more strength behind me, better armor before I do that. Like, it's just a bit more like the player just using a bit more logic behind situations, whereas this is like, I'm going to the same looking like guys, a similar looking laid out fort or camp, and for some reason these Daughters of Artemis? Yeah, these are Daughters of Artemis. And yeah, it's just one of them things where I'm like, you shouldn't be told, no, you can't go here yet because you need to upgrade a few more things. Like, games shouldn't tell me that. I should be like, okay, I need to just get a bit more armor and then I'll be good. A bit like a survival game, like with Grounded. What's that bear doing? Hang on, that bear's having way too much fun. Where the fuck is that post going? Is there no chests here or anything? Right, we'll go. Shall we just get the fort done? Or shall we go... I'm thinking we go down... I think we'll go and do these first and then come back, because then it's a bit more of a circle. But it's a bit like Grounded, where like, in Grounded... the game doesn't tell you, oh, you can't do the hedge yet or the pond yet. The game's more like, it just says, oh, you need to unlock this item first. Like, you need to unlock the scuba gear first. And like, it's more like learning, like you're learning trial and error. Like, you go into the deeper part of the pond, you're like, oh, I need some oxygen. Is there a way to get oxygen? And then with the raw science thing, you start scanning stuff. And then you unlock, oh, the fins, the bubble helmet, and it's like, okay, I'll work to build that and then go in the hedge that way. The only thing that doesn't help is like the raw science, like buying stuff on Burgle. Like, say you are not too familiar with games, like it's a bit difficult going to Burgle every time you want to buy an upgrade or stuff from him. Like, I don't like that stuff. I'd rather just have a leveling system and have skill points. I'd rather just have that system than the whole raw science currency. I don't like that too much in Grounded. But yeah, that's another thing. In this rotation, I've decided to, even though I want to play Grounded, but I'm getting to a point now where there's not a whole lot I can do in Grounded. Like, I'm kind of stretching for ideas. So from now on, between, like, it's per rotation. So this rotation, this rotation is going to work for morning videos from now. Morning videos, it's going to be Assassin's Creed, Halo Infinite, Legendary, Assassin's Creed, Halo Infinite, Legendary in the mornings, and then in the afternoons, State of Decay tonight, State of Decay tomorrow night, and then 2 days of Firewatch. I found a game on Game Pass that looked kind of interesting. I seen it a few years ago and it looked kind of neat. It's like an indie game, and I'm going to play that in this rotation. Firewatch for the 2 days after tomorrow in the evening, and then for the next rotation it'll be more or less the same, but it's going to be Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto 4, Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto 4, and then in the evenings State of Decay, Grounded. So Grounded is going to still be about, but until we have another big update, I think it's good to just hold off a little bit, so I'm not completely just churning through it, you know. Let's get the viewpoint. But yeah, that's my plan. So we're going to be starting up 2 new series soon. Firewatch and Grand Theft Auto 4 and Halo Infinite Legendary. So we played Halo Infinite, but I want another playthrough, especially since my game, there's so many good areas to take photos. It's great. So yeah, there's going to be a few new series popping up, even though Halo is somewhat done, but it's going to be Legendary, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to either be me raging or me being surprised and actually cracking on with it. I think it's going to be a bit of trial and error, but I think I can do it. And these Daughters of Artemis? So nice to just come across these guys because they're not bothered about me. Still gotta kill that woman. Ah, up there. There, out of the way. Oh, they are not good at all. Probably could have killed them. Right, that's that done. Oh, is that where you make the I can't remember what they're called, but it's like I think that's where you buy the you know, the enchantment things, the like the attachments to your weapons. What are they called? They had it in Origins, where you buy you know, the 5th upgrade or the 3rd one. Like the modifications to your weapons. I think you can make it there. Oh, I fucked that up, didn't I? I have a feeling the next Assassin's Creed game will still work on last gen. I think we're going to still get a lot of games that will work on last gen, because I saw a news article the other day. They did a Xbox tournament for Halo Infinite, and Microsoft were using dev kits for the players to use because they couldn't get Xbox Series X's themselves. Which is kind of funny that Xbox can't even get a hold of their own console. Oh, there's so many directions. It's this way. Ooh. This ain't DLC stuff, is it? No, I don't think so. Kinda cool. Bit something different. But yeah, Microsoft didn't have enough of their own consoles to do the event, so they had to get the players to use dev kits on like home run mode or something. So it's like the best, like closest that they could get to the retail one. So that's just like kind of funny.
Let me know what you need.
So yeah, okay, so it's like... Really, they should have all these all over Greece. So I would have probably used these more. Upgrade. They don't seem that good though. I suppose they're a little bit stronger. Total armor.
If I can help you again, let me know.
Suppose you can come back here anytime. If I come up with a build idea or whatever. I kind of don't do that though. Let's be honest, I just stick with the same thing. That's the one thing with this game, is that I get you need an RPG-esque element because you gotta have somewhat of a progression, but Personally, with the stealth, I want to just be able to instant assassinate and be stealthy. Even if it was like, if you could instantly assassinate people, maybe not have the X-ray vision, like that sort of stuff. Like, if I can instant kill people, just don't let me have the bird, like eagle eye stuff. Well, maybe have the eagle still, but just not highlight people. So it's a bit more balanced like that, but it's just, yeah, like the basic mobs, basic enemy types, they should be one hit kill. The bigger brutes, then maybe, yeah, you might need to upgrade your weapon a little bit more, but for the basic, like archers and guys with shields, the ones with not much armor, they're going to be killed instantly. It's just a bit annoying that you stab them in the back and they're just fine. The same with the bows and arrows. Like, if I shoot someone in the head with a bow, they should go down. And it's the same with hunting. Like, if I shoot a bloody wolf in the head, it should go down. I don't like the whole bullet spongy sort of thing, but I get it. But then it's like, I would like a bit more, like a realistic mode, I could say. Like, it would be kind of cool to have a realistic mode. Maybe even if I got hit, I got, like, my health don't regen or something. Like, there's bandages you have to make. And that's sort of a bit of a survival-esque element to everything. Oh, 2 for 1. Nice. Is there like a... I thought there was a shortcut. We'll do the fort. What I might do is I might do this region and then we'll finish there. Even if it's a little bit of a shorter video, just then it's another episode done. We're not like getting too over the top. Oh, I will see. Cool. It's an interesting fort. It's just made out of wood, which would make sense because all the materials around them are wood. It would be kind of cool if we actually saw like a bit part of the forest like chopped down, as if you could say, oh, this is where they built the... Because they wouldn't have shipped all the wood from another place. They would have used it all around here. If anything, I should just set a fire. That would be really cool. Because this is all wood, I would just like chuck a load of oil and just set it all alight. Burn them from the inside. That would be actually kind of cool. We'll use here. Oh.
I think I saw something.
Stop moving, Kassandra. I wish there was a button to just take cover.
Back to business.
Oh no. No! Why? Oh, for fuck's sake.
fire! Hurry!
Until I get there first, mate.
I found her! I was in the mood for an easy fight. There she is! Power do you have here?
Try and take us on!
Get out of here. Oh, it's all the daughters of Artemis. Oh.
Come back! The technique is terrible! Now! Now!
I did not want it to end like this. I did not want it to be like this. I wanted to do stealthy. Down, Kassandra. Still got to kill the big. He's like, what the fuck?
You can't escape, Mixios! Prepare to meet Hades! No getting out the ring! You won't last from me!
Oh god.
No! Hey! Stop that runner! She's dead! Go!
Ah. No.
Someone save me! Right now! I found her! Just give her all!
Nice.
Oh, Zeus!
I don't know how that got him. Ow, fuck you. Anything else? There's another loot thing. This went so badly, and I don't like it. But, oh well. I don't want to redo it.
You won't get far!
Job done, is that? There's another chest there, that's weird. That's weird. Chest didn't count. Right. Not exactly how I wanted it to go, but it got the job done, I guess. We did do it, didn't we? Yeah. Just thinking, can you fast travel to that location? Because I think you could in... You should be able to fast travel there, I think. I think in Origins you could. I think there was at least a viewpoint right on top of it. And I think there's a 60 frames per second update for Origins for next gen, which has only took him like 4 months to do. Because Odyssey got it first, which is kind of strange, but yeah. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a short one, but I might leave it after this, and then I'm going to more or less continue on in the next episode anyway, but then at least we're pushing on into the next main. At least then we're pushing on to the next main, somewhat story. Ooh. Very nice. I know I'm getting excited over gear that I'm going to just break down, but at least it's nice. That's the thing, you never get a legendary, like, really good gear. And things you can't even sell that stuff, so I suppose it's... Next best thing is purple and all that stuff, and... Yeah, so I think we'll leave it, because then... And this is the last somewhat region. I know it's a lot, but we're going to plow through this easy. I've just got to avoid that, because I think the way the timeline works, I think it is all the what's it? Atlantis sort of DLC stuff first. The Fate of Atlantis. Actually, we'll break down our stuff. We've got a lot of supplies. I should really start upgrading everything, so then I can just switch between any. Another one of them. Very nice. Cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got the coolest. So we've only got 2 more. Oh, 3. And we've done all that, which is kind of crazy. Which I think he's up here. It's kind of mad that we've got through all this. I love that. I just love the fact that... Oh, forget that picture. Why did I do that? I want to go up. God damn it. But like, the fact you can go down there, or go across the seas and go down to that island over there, or whatever it would be, it's just... the vastness of it is really intoxicating to me. I know it's not for everyone. A lot of people would say it's kind of... just a bit too much, maybe. Especially if you've got a lot on your plate, but... even if it's something that you just chip away over time, it's something always to come back to. Even when you've completed the whole game, like there's always them like them like really one-off quests that are kind of bad, but like them fetch quests that are all over the place that aren't, they're not connected to the main story, but they're like, oh, go and kill these guards for me, I give you money. Or the mercenary system, you could go after that, or the ship battles. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do afterwards as well, which is really nice. So I'm not a fan of games where you complete the story and then everything's just fine and there's nothing going on. It was a bit like that in, like, I think Far Cry 5. Like, you got, like, after you completed the game, there wasn't much to do. Like, in most of the Far Cry games, because once you've claimed everywhere, like, there's no camps to do. You've got to reset like, sure, you get the option to reset everything, which is good, but then it's like, I think really Far Cry should do a bit of a battle of attrition sort of thing. I think that would make that game better. But I think for me, I like games that have a life after the story's done. I'd say this is a bit classic, but Spider-Man 2, the classic Spider-Man 2 game on original Xbox, you complete the story in that, but then you've still got all the people to save in the city, and I love that so much. And I think people said that that doesn't happen in... Cause I can't remember, because I played through Spider-Man for PS4, but I don't remember having that never-ending criminal cycle after the story's complete. It's just an open world with nothing to do afterwards, unless they added it after, like, a patch. But I don't remember at launch, after completing the story, being like, oh, there's still stuff to do as Spidey afterwards. Not like fight villains or anything, but like basic criminal activity I want to do, you know? I'd say Batman was good in that sense, because you just had a city full of criminals still to beat up. The only thing is, with Batman Arkham Knight, you have a Batmobile with a tank, but then there's no vehicles to fucking attack. Or when you do get into a car chase, you just shoot a rocket at a vehicle, and then that's it. Oh, sure, you could get out and beat up the criminals, but it's better than nothing, you know. At least it's there. It isn't like Batman Arkham Knight. You complete the game and there's nothing in the city. All the criminals have been put away, and you're just in an empty world. That's what it kind of feels like in some games. But yeah, I like games that have a life after, like State of Decay. That's got so much life after it's completed. I'd say Grounded less so, because even now, like, we're getting to a point now where I'm like, I can't even want more stuff to strive towards, or there's stuff to strive towards, but then once I've strived for that stuff, I don't know what to do afterwards, and that sort of thing. That's worrying. Because I'm going to start killing ants for the rest of the playthrough, you know, until there's a big update. But I do love Grounded anyway, but it's just I'm at a point now where I need to... It wouldn't hurt, it'd probably help that series more if I did do other stuff. Until we have an update that's like, oh yeah, I want to just keep playing. You know, it gives a bit more life to it. But yeah, we'll leave it there for today. I know it's still an hour long, still pretty good. But we'll continue right where we left off in the next episode, and we'll explore the rest of this region. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. What's the matter?